Boomer! Sooner, everybody! My name's Harry James. So, Halloween weekend, the Sooners headed out to Lubbock, Texas, where there were plenty of tricks early from Texas Tech. But the treat came late as the Sooners stumble early, but they don't fall in Lubbock. Final score, 51-46. Good guys for the Sooners. Post-game report coming up next. Boomer Senior 1982. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Oklahoma-Texas Tech postgame show, everybody. My name is Harry James. As the Sooners stumble early, but they don't fall in Lubbock. Final score 51-46 Oklahoma. In the final, we will go over how it happened, plus the stats and everything else right now. Let's start with the stats, and then we'll tell you how we got to 51-46 on the stat board first, though. Oklahoma passing stats. Number one, Kyler Murray, at the end of the day, had 360 yards in the air to go with 3 touchdowns. Did have 2 early interceptions. His longest pass completion of the night was from 46 yards. That was his longest pass. For the Raiders, their leading passer was number 10, Alan Bowman. 227 yards in the air to match up with 2 touchdowns. He didn't have an interception. His longest completion of the night was from 45 yards out. By the way, before we even continue to the rushing stats, Bowman, hats off to you, big guy. Get back quick. Praying for you. This conference is big. It's big. It's nasty. We need good passers like you in this league, bud. Get back quick. Praying for you. Back to what happened last night. We'll continue with the running game. And for the Sooners, the leading rusher was Trey Sermon. The preacher, the sermonator, had 4 carries for Trey Sermon, 26 carries, 206 yards, 3 touchdowns. His longest run of the night was from 30 yards out. Number 21, DeLeon Ward was the leading rusher for Tech. Number 21, DeLeon Ward, 8 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown. His longest run, 32 yards. Let's go now to the receiving board, where Kyler's high school teammate from Allen, Texas, number 84, Lee Morris, led the way for the Sooners in receiving. 4 catches, 101 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the longest completion of the night was the 46-yarder from Kyler to Lee. For Texas Tech, Antoine Wesley. He wears number 4, and he was the leading receiver there. He had 12 catches, $199 in the air. He didn't find the end zone. His longest completion of the night, his longest catch of the night was from 40 yards away. It was a 40-yard catch, I'm sorry. Defensively, for Oklahoma, the man, the myth, the legend, the Murray on defense, Kenneth Murray. 11 total tackles. 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, and 0 picks. For Tech, it was all about Vontae Dorsey. He also had 11 tackles. he had 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, but the safety had not 1, but 2. Both interceptions early for Kyler. He had them both. The kicking wise, though, Oklahoma, Austin was 0 for again. But it's a good 0 for 0 for 0. He didn't have to try a field goal. 0 for 0 for Austin Seibert. For Tech and Clayton Hatfield, 2 for 2 for 100%. He had a 26-yarder and a long of 43. The punter for Oklahoma, well, he might not have had to try any field goals, but he did have to try a heck of a lot of extra points to get to 41 points. So that left him with the punting. And he only did it 3 times, did Austin Seibert. 43 Austin Seibert, 3 punts, averaging 35.0 in average, 49 along, 1 landed inside the 20-yard line, and 0 touchbacks. For Texas Tech, Dominique Ponzalio, 5 punts, 59.4 in average, 54 along, 2 landed inside the 20-yard line, and the 2 touchbacks. So that's your stats. Now, you may be asking yourself, Harry James, how did we get to a 51-46 final? Well, this is how it happened. To start off the game, the Raiders actually ended up going on top first. When number 10, Alex Bowman, hit T.J. Vasher with a 6-yard touchdown. It is 7-0. Raiderville is feeling pretty good with 10:30 left, up 7-0. Then the backup quarterback, Jeff Duffy, hits a 14-yarder to Zion Henry, 14-0 Raiders, 6:59 left, Oklahoma in TROUBLE early. But when you're down 14 on the road in hostile territory on Halloween, what do? You become the Heisman Trophy candidate, and to do so, you got to step up your game. And oh boy, did Kyler step up his game after the first 2 picks. Like this one, 16-yard touchdown pass to high school teammate Lee Morris. 14-7 Red Raiders. 4:11 left in the quarter of 1 as we take a break and take a breather. Second quarter, that's when Clayton Hatfield hit his long of 43 yards for a field goal, adding on to the lead, 17-7 Red Raiders. 14:03 left. Then Kyler says, I can not only pass the ball, I can also run the ball in, taking a 12-yard selfie and keeping the Sooners in the game, 17-14. Red Raiders, though, still lead, 12-17 left. Then Alan Bowman, 45-yard touchdown pass to DeLeon Ward to put the Raiders back up by 10 with 11:35 left. It is 24-14 Oklahoma Raiders lead. But Trey Sermon cuts the lead in half again as a 5-yard touchdown run. It is 24-21 right now. Raiders still lead with 8:53 left. Then Kyler Murray and company go on a 99-yard drive, capped off the 99-yard drive because obviously it's a football field. So capped it off with a 5-yard touchdown pass to number 45 Carson Meyer. Number 1 Kyler Murray, 28-24. Oklahoma leads for the first time with 4:22 left. But the Raiders take the lead back just before half because of a 1-yard touchdown run by DeLeon Ward. 31-28 Red Raiders with 56 seconds left. Third quarter was very much of a defensive battle, but that doesn't mean that we went scoreless, because that's when Kyler Murray hit the long bomb to his high school teammate, former high school teammate, now college teammate Lee Morris, hit him for the 46-yard touchdown pass. 35-31, Sooner Boomers take the lead back. 12:05 left in the third. That was the only scoring in the third quarter. We'll go to game time. FQ, fourth quarter, baby. As Clayton Hatfield, 26-yard field goal. 35-34, Sooners, though, still lead. 14:35 left. That's when you preach, baby. The sermon. The Sermonator. Trey Sermon. Number 4, Trey Sermon, 20-yard touchdown run to put the Sooners up by 8. 42-34. Sooners, 11:54 left. Then with 6:54 left, here come the Raiders. Backup quarterback Jeff Duffy hits his second touchdown of the pass of the night with a 4-yard touchdown pass to number 19, Zach Austin. Sooners lead, though, 42-40 with 6:54 left. Then Coach Cliff decides to go for the deuce. Went for the 2. It didn't end well. Seth Collins, the wide receiver running back Seth Collins, throws a 2-point conversion, and it's intercepted by Robert Barnes. The safety, his daddy actually played for Oklahoma and for Dallas, and the son takes it all the way back for a 2-point touchdown. 2-point conversion. That makes it 44-40 with 6:54 left in the game. And then Trey Sermon with the door slammer. Number 4, Trey Sermon, 30-yard touchdown run. 51-40, Sooner Boomers. 2:51 left. But we know Tech. They're not just going to give up. They're not going to stop playing. With a $1:05 left, Jeff Duffy does a little quarterback sneak of his own towards the end zone for the touchdown. 51-46. Your score at this point, Sooners lead, and Sooners win. All right, guys. The Riley's Right call of the game. You can pick from a ton of these plays with more than 50 points being scored again. But being down 14, being able to keep your composure and go on a drive to keep you in the game, huge. That's why it's got to be the touchdown pass from Kyler to the first touchdown pass, by the way, from high school teammates and now college teammates Kyler Murray and Lee Morris. Your defensive play of the game or big deal for McNeil, that play, I'm going to say it goes to Curtis Bolton, who on a quarterback scramble actually hit Alex Bowman on the sideline as he was going out, hit him just right to knock that rib cage loose again. That was huge. I hope he comes back. He's a good player. But the reason why it was so big is because he wasn't able to come back. That's why they had to play with Jeff Duffy for the second half, is because of the rib injury. Again, I hope the man comes back. Alan Bowman is a good quarterback, and it's kind of got me thinking today after church, what would have happened if Bowman would have actually been able to finish the game? Because as we already talked about, he had 2:27 in one half. All right, guys. But the most important thing is that the Sooners win. Now they get to get ready for the other Gundy, Mike Gundy, and Oklahoma State University. The game will be in Norman. We'll preview it soon. You can catch that preview, this review, and all my basketball takes, all of it, on the YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982. On YouTube, Twitter, it's @HypeManHarry. I am also on Facebook at Harry James Taylor. Alright, Sooner fans, thanks for watching. Hashtag beat OSU and hashtag Boomer Center, everybody. Catch y'all on the flip side. See y'all in Norman for Bedlam. I'm out of here!